Hello, everyone. My name is Gabby. Welcome to Reacting to the Boo Bits. This is, I can't believe it. You know what? DBZA is back, and I decided, hey, I'm gonna do a reaction because, well, yeah, it's been I know it's been a very long time since I've done a reaction video to things, at least on YouTube, and that's for a few reasons. One of them is just I'm lazy. The other is I'm a perfectionist, and not a perfectionist, but like I have very high standards, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to just like do a random reaction video now and just publish it and call it a day. Like I want to do something. Have an actual good reason for it, and this is literally all of the boo bits, all of the things what is essentially Dragon Ball Z Abridged season 4, kind of. Maybe they'll do more after this as well, but I'm not exactly sure. But what essentially the story was, well, I don't know the full story because I haven't been watching all of the like behind the scenes commentary and listening to them talk about all this stuff this entire time. But from what I could tell, essentially, Totally Not Mark did a bunch of Dragon Ball review videos, big ones. Like he got a whole bunch of other people in the community to help him with editing and scripting and doing touch ups to the video quality and all these other crazy things that nobody other than like real nerds actually care about. And I think at one point Team Four Stars worked with Mark in the before. I saw there was a video they actually made with Mark a few years ago as well. So I think Mark asked them, "Hey, do you want to do like a few little like scenes, like Boo Saga scenes for my Boo Saga review?" And they kind of said, "Yeah, you know what?" And then they ended up doing like 30 minutes of them because they enjoyed making them so much. And I think there's still a bit. They might still be a bit worried about like copyright and monetizations and if Toei's not happy about this, but I think I guess they just wanted to do it anyway. I guess they're just doing it, putting it out there, and we'll see what happens when it comes to everything. If there's any potential repercussions about this, I don't know. But it's at the very least, this is basically the Boo saga. So just before this, I was watching all of the Dragon Ball shorts because they've been coming out over the last few years, and I actually never watched any of them because I like they're so short. I kind of almost like didn't want to do a reaction to like a thing that's 2 minutes long or whatever. It just kind of felt a bit like also, like I said, I was lazy and I forgot. So I just did the reaction to those, and I'm glad I watched them because I feel like they're good like context leading up to this. But it's interesting because it feels like they're not doing the entire Boo saga, which is in a way kind of a shame. I guess this is like their best way of doing it, but like they're basically just doing the key scenes and stuff. And I assume, I mean, because I know they're doing like Super Saiyan 3 scene and Raj and Vegeta scene and Vegeta sacrifice scene. Besides those three, I'm not really sure, but like them, there's like some Gotenks stuff. There's there's like a lot of the main stuff they're probably doing their own sort of bits on. But yeah, it's just it's gonna be really interesting to see. Like I've got context of like how this is probably going to go forth and what's gonna happen, and yeah, I'm just really interested to see what they do with the characters because yeah, like that's what's fun, the kind of deep character study that's also a parody series into their little bunch of things that are also, you know, I'd say go and watch Mark's review of the video, but luckily that isn't a problem anymore because they just uploaded it all onto their own channel. You can still watch Mark's review if you want. I personally didn't just because I'm sure Mark is great. I'm sure his review is great. I just have a thing. I just don't like people who just like do like big like reviews that kind of feel definitive, like the definitive review of something and the definitive opinion of things. Even if they're not trying to do it like that, when you have like a 2 hour video essay about something that I have watched and have lots of opinions on, I generally don't really care for it. Like, I have my own opinions. I don't need to watch a very long time of somebody else regurgitating their opinions at me with lots of fancy video editing and then having people tell me, oh yeah, this is the only way you can talk about Dragon Ball forever now because somebody made a video essay. So that's just me personally, but nothing against Mark, nothing against his team and everything like that. So you can watch this thing. You can obviously support the original creators for obvious reasons. But I think at this point, if you've been doing this for this long, if you've been watching my channel for this long, you already know I'm not freebooting off Team 4 Star. I'm not trying to do that. Obviously, I'm just I want to see what they're doing. This is like almost like a nostalgia trip for me. It's been years since the last time I've watched something DBZA, or at least reacted to something DBZA, not counting the stuff I was just doing before this. So, yeah, I'm really interested to see what they do. So yeah, I'm doing this on Twitch. I'm probably not gonna do more like this. Isn't probably gonna be a start of things that I do a lot of reactions on Twitch. It's just I'm just doing it like this because honestly, it's just easier to do it like this. The way I had a format, my previous computer. I basically couldn't really do a format like this, where I have myself watching the video at the same time as this. It was a long story. I had an old computer. I didn't have the same abilities I have now. I can do this now, and this all seems to work. So this is great. Let's get started. Do I do the countdown? I don't need to do the countdown anymore because I don't need to sync this up. But let's do it for old time's sake. 3, 2, 1.
Wow, what a great shirt. I bet whoever wears that...
I am watching
really
the ad
cool.
because they deserve it.
Hi, I'm Lanny.
God, Lanny really has been doing a lot.
We've been making videos on the internet for 15 years now. That's almost half my life. And yes, I'm still coming to terms with that. But while I do, let me introduce you to an opportunity to own a piece of internet history. For a limited time, if you go to sharkrobot.com/team-4-star, you can buy this piece of fabric, and it will cover your nipples. From all of us,
maybe I should buy a Team 4-star shirt. Don't know about that one, but
amazing. And now, on to what you clicked on this video for.
That's cute. They got music, they've got a logo. Well, are they going to do more for Team 4-star's 15-year anniversary? Probably not, but that's cool. I like that. That's a nice music. It's like got it. It stopped just before I had a chance to really say anything. Also, yes, we have the nice little ad roll, which is the usual disclaimer. Unfortunately, we're using the Yamamura as heck Busaga Kai the final chapters thing that I'm sorry, everyone. It's been like 2 minutes into the reaction, and I've already started going to like deep cuts of like, hey, who drew this piece of promotional material for this random disclaimer that they used? I titled the Twitch video as like DBZA Fangirl, but it's DBZ Fangirl in general as well. Unfortunately, I know too much, and I can't take this information out of my head. That's why I need to react, so I can like explode it all out of me before it makes me implode. So
the following is a fan-based parody.
Dragon
Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation, Shueisha, and Akira Toriyama. Please support the official release.
I do wonder why they took Fuji TV out. I'll ask. You know what? I will ask them after this. Let's get started. Oh my god. I love the music remixes. What is this? Hang on. Okay, alright, sorry, I have to stop. I guess it's because it's 4x3, but what's this with this weird asymmetric cutting here? Or is this part of the show? I'm very curious. Anyway, I want to hear Gohan. Who is voicing my boy? It's apparently not Justin Briner and it's not Moscow, so.
Wait, Gohan, your lunch!
Aww.
Sorry, it's just that the Venn diagram of supply chains for prison and school cafeterias is basically a circle.
Thanks, Mom. You're the best.
That's how we know that. Listen, that's. I'm sorry, America.
And sorry you have to travel 600 miles to school.
It's alright. I've got the coolest ride in my grade.
Aww.
Nimbus!
Right, still have to be called Nimbus.
Hey, Mom.
Bye, Gohan.
Teachers, and remember, all women are liars, and you'll always be my baby, and you'll never grow up. When can I go to school? When your father comes home.
Is that Chi-Chi, you do know he's dead, right? Maybe that's the point. Interesting. I wonder who's voicing Goten. I can't remember. I can look this all up afterwards. I'll wait until it's over, though. Oh, okay. I love Gohan. Anyway, let's go.
Between putting out fires in downtown, narrowly saving hundreds from a potential plane crash, and stopping bank robbers single-handedly, Satan City, and maybe Earth itself, has found a new hero. And that hero's name is...
The Great Saiyaman.
Oh my god, is the part of his name? What is he, a rapper?
It is a weird name for a superhero.
I think it's kind of cool.
Of course you do, you're hillfolk.
Sharpener!
Irasa, he knows I love him. Gohan, you know I love you.
I guess.
He's a menace. A superhuman wannabe hero enforcing his justice on my city. Unlike you, who enforces your justice on your dad's city. I'm different. He's working outside of the law. I work with the police.
Oh, and that makes you the good guy.
What does that mean?
It
means
means
you're my favorite Nepo baby Vidal, and I love you.
Okay, I did remember hearing people saying that, like, oh my god, Kaiser's doing, like, Sharpener is the best. But I guess that's why. Kaiser's just like, I'm just gonna play all of the gay stereotypes because I want to just play that kind of character. That's very cute. That's very cute. And yeah, it's... God, I know they can't do more. They can't do more with the Great Saiyaman now because it has to be bits, but God... It is a fun situation because it's a superhero parody in a Journey to the West parody in a like where do you even get started with the ideas of having superheroes in Dragon Ball, which is sort of like superheroes but sort of not. They had made a whole movie about that. They made a whole other movie about that. So it's a really fun thing for just like having a little I basically just writing a bit, but like, oh god, you could do so much with it. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm basically like, please do more for this. No, it's fine, but maybe I'll write it. Maybe not. I'm not that clever, but whatever. Let's keep going.
So I can't use the helmet for the tournament. Can you come up with a workaround?
Think you can pull off a do-rag?
I mean, I can try. So, what do you think, Trunks?
I think if I'm honest, Mom will ground me. Probably.
Well, if it isn't the Great Saiyaman gracing us with his presence.
Hi, Vegeta.
Having fun using our name for your stupid superhero bullshit?
Vegeta, did you take out the trash like I asked?
We have slaves for that.
Stop calling them slaves.
Fine. Interns.
Thank you.
Vegeta, you taking part in the World Martial Arts Tournament too?
Why? So I can beat up a bunch of weaklings for money? I'm already rich and I've got nothing to prove.
What if I was there?
I was gonna say, hey, you know, I think that sounds like you've mellowed out considerably since then. But, well, Goku.
Oh no, the voices are back.
I'm real. King Kai, am I real? Oh yeah, no, I'm real.
Not according to that court-ordered quack!
Actually, I hear him too.
What the hell?
Actually.
I'm just like, this scene needs to go on for longer. Why isn't this scene going on for longer? I know why they're not, but... Okay, I'm sorry. I should just appreciate what we have and not ask for more. But God, I wish this was longer. Like, there's so much potential.
So then, Great Saiyaman, what's your story?
I'm just a small...
Oh yeah, right. No, I was like, does Videl know he's the Great Saiyaman at this point? But no, she is. That's why they had to do the whole blackmailing thing. And that's when the whole teaching how to fly thing.
Small town boy with alien blood looking to make a difference.
I get it.
An agent of justice. Cleaning up the city,
Oh,
fighting
I
against
get
the
it.
filth that
It's
took my
Batman
mother
v
from me.
Oh
Superman.
my gosh, criminals killed your mom?
No,
Well, no.
I just thought it
actually
sounded cool.
lost her to the big sea. But that
Oh.
backstory doesn't exactly...
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I mean that was not there. I think in previous in the Cell Saga. Now that would add a lot. Hey, Gohan actually helps though. Listen, Gohan avenged your mom. Okay, it's fine. Kind of.
actually strike fear into the hearts of criminals to the big sea. But that backstory doesn't exactly strike fear into the hearts of
Okay, yeah,
criminals.
she did make it up.
Yeah, I lost my dad to the big sea, too.
Aww.
I'm so sorry. Cancer's a bitch, huh?
Okay. They got me. They got me. Even if I don't really like cancer jokes, they got me. Good one. Thank you. Good job. You did it.
No, I thought you meant Cell.
But didn't everyone mysteriously come back after he died?
Oh yeah.
Not everyone.
Right. Yeah.
Did you say alien?
Who wants to learn how to fly?
Wait, when did he say alien?
Gosh, alien blood. Look,
Great, say a man. What's your story?
I'm just a small town boy with alien blood.
Oh yeah, he did say alien.
And proof.
Come back after he died?
Not everyone.
Did you say alien?
Who wants to learn how to fly?
That was good. That was good. Yeah, I liked that. Like, wish there was more, but that. Yep, they're nice.
Oh, wow. Look at you, Krillin. You've got hair.
And proof I had sex.
Hello,
Aw, what's your name?
Marin.
So, are we gonna talk about that, or
Talk about what? It's my grandmother's name.
talk about how great it is you can still have children?
Thank you?
You're welcome. Goodbye.
You're right. It is funnier if we act like I don't know.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, in context, it's interesting and funny because the names are actually different. Like they're completely different names, and also Krillin's the puns come from different sources. They're spelled differently in Japanese, and Marin, Krillin's girlfriend from the Garlic Junior saga, is filler. And I don't know if Toriyama remembered that. It was probably an accident. Whereas, Marin in calling her Marin is like Marin with like it's like chestnut or something. It's like related to chestnut because like Krillin is like Kuri is also because Kuri is chestnut. So I don't remember where Marin comes from. But anyway, time for a throwback to the Dodge joke. I'm sure this will be great.
Wait.
What?
So you're this massively powerful, half human, half alien super warrior.
Yes.
I mean, saying that about myself feels a little conceited, but...
What I'm saying is, you can dodge bullets, much less any attack they throw at you.
So I didn't.
Well, yeah, honestly.
Oh, right, of course.
Why do you ask?
No reason.
Okay, yeah. I mean, honestly, I think that scene's just kind of weird, personally. I mean, it's a filler scene. It's like, people just make stupid sex jokes about it, and like, I'm just like, whatever. But interesting how they changed the not continuity, but interesting how they did it. That in my old fan fiction, Videl only finds out about this stuff like when everybody's like, all right, everybody go on to God's lookout, and while we're here, we might as well tell you that Gohan's an alien. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Half of us are aliens here. Just deal with it. Also, we don't know where your dad is, and the world's getting destroyed. And like, if you think about it, that would have been Videl was having a very bad day. I mean, that was the same day she got like the absolute shit beaten out of her. So it was a very bad day. Look, guys, it's the wait, because I know that Goku and Majin Vegeta do that pose in their fight, and now I don't remember which came first chronologically. They're both filler, but I think they're both filler scenes. But anyway,
Dang it, I can't get him out of the ring. I guess that's what I should expect from the son of Kakarot. Okay.
yeah.
But we get a little spicier. Oh, hey, Gohan, you taught him how to dodge. That's great.
That was. Hey, what did he say?
Wait, does that mean we can use pew-pews?
On easier. Oh, hey, Gohan, you taught him how to dodge. That's great.
Trunks, pull it up!
I couldn't really understand what he said, but okay.
Of course we can, duh.
Cool.
Dude, you're not even saying it right. It's Kamehameha.
Yeah.
Even if you say it wrong, it still works? Why say it at all?
Because it
Sounds cool. Yes.
Does it, though? Oh, come on, he knows I love him. You know I love you, the great Sandman. Seriously, though, who put that do-rag on him?
Interesting. Okay, I mean, obviously, it's TFS's alternate universe version of it, but the Sharpener is just obviously understanding. I like this. Like, not only is Sharpener just a stereotypical gay guy, he's a stereotypical gay guy who apparently just, like, clearly understands what's going on this entire time and just doesn't really give a shit and is okay with just paying each other out, but, like, Gohan is apparently too oblivious to notice. That's cute. That's very cute. Anyway, time for the worst scene in the entire manga. What the fuck are they gonna do with this?
In all my years of watching brutal violence unfold, this is without a doubt the most heinous, unnecessary savagery we've ever witnessed.
Oh, come on. This could be way worse.
Gohan.
That's all our vital organs.
Goku. Oh, that was a good throwback.
Way worse. She still has all her vital organs.
All of them?
I have to do something. I can't let this continue.
No, Gohan. If you step in, you'll be disqualified.
Why does that matter?
Right.
Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a very good point. Like, I guess because it's not funny to have Gohan be like, why the hell would we care about being disqualified at this point? We don't even want the money. We don't even need to win at this point. Why is this even happening? But really, the question is really actually that's the problem about the scene is that, like, everyone has suddenly developed zero empathy, including Goku. Gohan has a bit of empathy, but apparently not enough to just that he's alright if he's just sitting there watching it happen for a little bit. But not for, I mean, the anime makes it worse because it spells it out, you know, it takes it a bit longer to do it. But, you know, it's that, like, guys, the tournament doesn't matter. Don't you have rules and shit? And why are you acting like Gohan can't jump in there and help? Because, God forbid, the sacred rules of martial arts tournaments. And anyway, it could have been interesting if they actually did anything with it, but in the end, like, functionally, it only really exists to make Gohan get really pissed off at a guy who gets killed by Babidi anyway, so, like, it doesn't even really lead to anything. That's the other problem with the scene. Anyway, let's see. Next one.
My true identity is the Supreme Kai, or Kaioshin, but
yeah.
you just call me Shin.
Huh. Are you above or below the Grand Kai? You had a thumb there.
What's a Grand?
The Supreme Kai are the highest ranking of them all, actually.
Cool. What about you? Are you also supreme?
I do not speak to Mortys.
It means mortal, which is what he should be saying.
Interesting. Why Mortys? What is this, like a extended Rick and Morty joke or something? Interesting direction. Also, interesting direction. Did they ever do the Otherworld tournament? Did TFS ever do that? Because that is obviously a thing you could do. They didn't even do BoJack, so they probably didn't. Time for Majin Vegeta, I guess.
So, what's with the M's on their heads?
That is the mark of the Majin. If Babidi finds any evil in your heart, he can use it to control you, turning you into his puppet.
Well, that's bad.
Wait, any evil?
Yes, any evil. Even using your phone during a movie, or leaving your shopping cart in a parking space.
Oh, that's super evil. The card return is, like, right there.
Hello, can I speak with a Vegeta?
Who the fuck are you?
Name's Babidi, son of Bibidi.
That's stupid.
Right. Well, I'm here to make you a proposition.
I'm listening.
Oh.
Hold on, what about tipping? Because some places actually pay their employees, but others don't.
I mean, obviously then you tip at the places that don't.
This is like...
Hi, America. We don't... Yeah.
I hunt my own food.
Come on, Vegeta. I can see it deep in your soul. Let me give you what you want. All the power that you need.
I have, yeah, I mean...
To defeat Goku.
You know, funny thing is, I know you're playing me.
But you're right.
Wait, no. Don't tell me that Vegeta has darkness in his heart.
Oh no!
That's probably a bad idea. Uh-oh. You know, I think this is the problem. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is... I feel like I'm basically ad-libbing DBZA myself part of the time, but I don't know if that actually makes it funny or not. I'm probably not as funny as they are anyway, but... Okay. I guess that's all it takes, but I guess it's also a short, so they can't really extend it out as much. So, let's see what happens. Maybe they'll explain more in this short.
Vegeta, wait!
Vegeta, no!
Stop it, Jinx! This isn't like you! You're not a bad guy!
Since when? When, on this worthless earth, did I ever become a quote-unquote good guy?
He's got a point.
Krilling's barbecue last week.
And I brought potato salad.
You truly lost to us.
No, you mustn't! This fight will only serve to hasten Majin Buu's awakening.
And how strong is he?
Much stronger than any of you. No, I mean he can literally blow up galaxies.
I mean, that's not a big deal.
Shin, you are only making this worse.
Fucking Mortys.
Okay, that's a nice callback. Yeah, it is, because yeah, it's like, once again, it's a dynamic, right? You've got Vegeta is obviously just Vegeta. Goku is like, I mean, I want to be a good person, but also I like fighting strong guys. And then Gohan is like I mean, I'm also kind of strong. I don't really like fighting strong guys, but I also don't want everybody to die. So, what's my role in this story arc again? That's a long story.
Vegeta, I don't understand. Why would you let Babidi do this?
You don't get it. How could you?
Hey, Kai music.
Never once questioned why he fights. You've always lived for yourself, trained for yourself. But once you were gone, I lost what drove me to be better. I lost my edge, and now I'm going to PTA meetings and Krillin's movie nights. Listen to me, Kakarot! I'm using his fucking name! But now I have a chance. A chance to finally...
Oh wait, no, this isn't Kai music. This is Z music. What am I saying?
No interference.
This is from BoJack, actually.
And my victory.
Alright.
That's it?
Yeah, look, geez, I'm just here for the fight. You don't gotta justify it.
God, I missed you.
What's that?
Well, that's gay. It's really funny because in the story, it's essentially just like, Vegeta's like, I'm gonna give you this whole big speech and like, look at me, now I'm finally evil, I have no regrets and I'm fully satisfied. And Goku's just like, oh, is that really how you feel? And that's basically all he says. And then Vegeta's like, actually internally screaming, wait, actually this not, oh no, I care about people, oh no, this midlife crisis really sucks. Anyway, it's interesting because, like, yeah, Goku isn't the kind of person who's gonna go around and give you a big talk about, the goodness or evil in your heart. Like, he's just kind of like but like, he's still, he's clued in enough to know that, like, that's not really what Vegeta feels like, so he's just... Anyway, but this one's also just kind of like it's fair enough that Abridged Goku, like, doesn't really get it at all. He just likes fighting. He doesn't really give a crap. And I wonder how that makes Vegeta change his mind.
Finally, after all these years and all of my hard work, he's finally been set free! My baby boy, Majin Buu!
Now, how is he gonna sound? Okay, he sounds the same as Dub.
I'm sorry, does he need to go back in the oven?
Wait, is this a cut? This is Sumitomo music, isn't it? It's
Deborah,
Kai.
Little help here.
Let me talk. with
Final
you,
chapter's
Master.
Kai music.
Majin Buu.
Ooh, are you new friend? You play games with Boo.
I am not here for games. I am the Demon King Deborah.
Deborah's got a
Our
nice voice.
master is Babidi, and you shall follow his every whim. Understood?
You play games with Boo.
What was that? Speak up, you pillowy pink preemie eye.
Yeah, that's basically how it goes in canon. Unfortunately, the problem is, you know, it's gotten to the stage that obviously everybody's power levels are so high that just like oh no, he hit Dabra in the eyes and then he punched him and he kicked them into a mountain. Like, that doesn't really feel as impressive because everybody can do that, right? And Dabra is not that impressive because, like, everybody can do what Dabra does. So it's like, the only thing that... Why am I'm being really critical about this, but obviously this isn't DBZA, this is the actual footage, and it's kind of like after a while you run out of ways to show that somebody's really strong. So, anyway, let's keep going. Obviously I could talk for longer about all of these things, but also the other thing is since they give you so little to work with, it's kind of like I don't want to just be like you know, oh, I'm gonna react for 2 seconds, have a 2-second comment, and then just keep going on, but at the same time, these things don't... I could talk for 5 hours or I could talk for 2 minutes. It's one or the other, apparently.
Wait! What? You feel that? Yeah?
New strong guy dropped. Wanna go see?
Yeah, I do.
Yay! See? I do know you.
Shut up and give me a sensu bean.
You got it, best buddy. Too bad we couldn't finish our fight, though. I didn't even get a chance to whip out my new
Okay, no, that's great. That's great. Because he was literally just feeling like, I didn't even get a chance to whip out my new form. And then, conveniently, Vegeta beats him up before he gets a chance to hear that. Because if he hears that, he would basically be like, what do you mean, new form? And then that would derail the entire story again. That actually almost makes it like better than canon, almost. But I mean, in canon they couldn't have done that because I don't think Super Saiyan 3 was even thought up as a concept at this point. I think Toriyama just kind of came up with it at the last minute because he's like, I need to make some way for Goku to actually be strong and also Gotenks and also like... Honestly, I don't even really get Super Saiyan 3.
Victory for Vegeta.
It's also interesting because in that way it's sort of saying that, like, I guess we don't really know, you know, the motivation for Vegeta there is different. Like, in the original, it's like, he's doing it because basically he wants it, this is his responsibility because he was the one who turned to the evil, so, like, he wants to deal with this himself and he doesn't want to get Goku involved. Whereas in this is just, he just wanted to be Goku in any way possible. So why is he going to choose to sacrifice himself later on? Spoilers for the rest of the video in the Buu Saga.
Master, I beseech you, look at this thing.
Oh god, the dub music.
Child. Yes, Deborah, he is a child that must be nurtured and raised into a subservient, obedient little... Deborah? Deborah? Where did you go?
Like, I definitely like this interpretation.
Anto is going to be really pissed at me.
Oh god.
Who gives a shit? Bitch is barely canon.
I was gonna say, I mean, like, that's a strange, deep cut, but also, like, yeah. In a way, I feel like Boo really... I think Boo really works from... I mean, I think it really benefits to basically recutting and repacing the entire thing, because the joke is good, but the joke paced out into standard DBZ anime pacing doesn't really hit as hard. You kind of just sort of like it's sort of like oh, I get it. I get what Boo's supposed to be, and it kind of like, it kind of still has to drag itself down into the power level bullshit, so you kind of don't even really think about the horror of it somehow. It's like everything just kind of blends together in a way. I feel like if you did, like, recut the Boo Saga as, like, a movie, if you just really focus on the contrast of the terrifying nature between Boo being so immature and being so powerful, like, you get it's some good horror there, and I think, like, it could be even better if you manage to adjust the pacing a bit. So that's what makes it really interesting. But anyway, I like that this thing says his name was Vegeta, aka the one you've all been waiting for. Not me. I'm not a Vegeta fan.
Trunks, I'm going to hug you for the first time ever.
Oh, cool. Why do I know this song? Is this also from Kai? I think this is from Kai. I need to stop saying these things.
Hug complete. I'm a way better dad than Kakarot. Numakian, take the Kakatot and my son away from here.
Fine.
Kakatot.
Got nothing better to do in this
I like
way
it.
above my pay grade.
But before you go, tell me, do you think I'll see Kakarot when I die?
What, like in heaven? Because... No.
Okay, fuck you.
Oh, that's like a piano remix version of it. That's cute.
We're not done playing with you.
Squinty eyes on me, Bubble Yum. We're playing my game now.
Is this the one that played in?
You fucking die!
Oh, Boo has played this game.
That regeneration shit got old 6 years ago. I'm gonna take a page out of Kakarot's book. I'm gonna hit you really hard. Enough to wipe every last bit of you from existence.
I was gonna say, I think Kakarot's playbook isn't blowing himself up because, I mean, he didn't even do that for Cell. He just teleported Cell, who blew himself up. But hitting him really hard is also a proud Kakarot tradition.
Existence. Existence is but shallow question with no answer. Boo make you chicken nuggets!
This is farewell. Bulma. Trunks. Even you. Best buddy.
Yeah. I knew. I had the best buddy bit spoiled for me, but I didn't know they were doing a piano remix of this scene. Of course, you end on, yep, end on chord, fade to black, let the moment mull a bit over, and then hard cut to next one. Yeah, okay, yeah, that, I mean, obviously the issue is since we don't have the context, because that's all missing, the context is, I guess, you watch Mark's review, but it's like, that doesn't really work because, DBZ, it's still calling back its own jokes, it's DBZA jokes, it's not calling back jokes from Mark's review, it's calling back jokes from its own channel, so it doesn't really work if the context is just the same as canon. Like, because everything is slightly changed from canon when you do DBZA, which is kind of I'm acting like I'm some big media critic, and obviously they're doing this for the fun of it. They know that it's not, like, it doesn't necessarily enhance the Mark review experience 100% in the way that it could be. It's not perfect in that way, but, like, it's a fan thing, so, like, don't think too hard about it anyway. But what else was I gonna say? I guess that it's, unfortunately, because you don't have the context, doesn't really hit the same way. But the Vegeta no and Vegeta yes, of course. Ugh. Like, they did this because Lani was like, I really want to play that scene. Please, let me play that scene. And essentially that. God. Now, I'm also really interested in Ultimate Gohan. Because I'm a Gohan fan, of course I'm going to be interested in that. Let's keep going. Time for the Gohan shipping, I mean.
So, you're new. I'm God. You can call me Dende, SKD.
Of course, right. It's Taka.
Welcome to Mikasa.
Oh, I'm Videl. daughter of Mr. Satan.
Ah, the devil in God's house. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Why is he? Oh, I was like, why is he being a gay stereotype? And then I was like, oh wait, right, yeah, he ships Go. He has a crush on Gohan in this, so of course he's a gay stereotype. There's a lot of gay stereotypes in DBZ, but it's okay because Kaiser's gay.
Actually, a friend of Gohan's.
Oh, you're Gohan's friend. A friend who just happens to be a girl. A girlfriend, if you would. With your nice, long, human legs and, normal colored skin.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say normal. That's got a lot of uncomfortable implications.
Speaking of, have you met Mr. Popo?
Oh my god, are you allowed?
Yeah, are we allowed to talk about? I thought the joke of being like, yeah, no, you can't just say Vidal's skin is normal because I guess that's a good point. There is some unfortunate implications, and then they blindside you with the fucking Mr. Popo. It's like, speaking of racism, are we allowed to talk about that? Cut back to YouTube. Then they're being like, what, Gabby? Why is there a sudden cut here? You know why there's a sudden cut here because I mentioned Mr. Popo and I don't want to be demonetized. So take from that what you will. It's time for Super Saiyan 3. Apparently Masuko X has a lot of screaming in this, so let's see.
First off, we got good old Super Saiyan. Everyone knows this one.
Wait, you seriously just put super at the beginning of it?
Yes.
It's kind of lazy if you ask me.
Well,
oh, okay, yeah, just cut me off.
It's a super duper Saiyan.
Right.
You don't look... I mean, is there a difference? I literally cannot tell.
And of course, there is a remix, a piano remix of the Super Saiyan 3 theme. It's not Falconer because he didn't compose that. I mean, he might have helped arrange some of it, but he didn't compose it. But right, I also forgot Super Saiyan 2 is it's not a name. Also, Super Saiyan 2 was only a name that Goku came up with this very second because he needed to give some context as to what Super Saiyan 3 was. So he's like, well, I guess then you could call this one Super Saiyan 2 because this is Super Saiyan 3. And it's pretty absurd, but it's also pretty absurd that, they do make a joke about, like, what did he call it?
Saiyan. See if you ask me.
And this?
Oh, okay, yeah, just cut me off.
It's a super duper Saiyan.
That's it, the Super Duper Saiyan. That's he does call Gohan that, and then they're like, because that sounds stupid. And I can't remember, that was a callback to something previously, and I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I remember.
You don't look... I mean, is there a difference? I literally cannot
It looks
tell.
different. It looked...
Zappy zaps. See?
I was gonna say, it looks a bit more different on Gohan when he is younger, but then they're kind of like, it's like Toriyama didn't really think that he was going to give this form to other characters, even though he probably assumed that he would have to, but he wasn't thinking that far ahead. So he's like, just the lightning part's the main issue, is the main difference. Just don't worry about it.
And this is to go
Even further beyond. Ah. Jesus. Like, it's...
Go ahead, Goku. Waste the last of the time you had there, whipping out your dick!
Like, it's funny because, like, it's cool and also incredibly stupid at the exact same time. Goku's just like, and this is to go even further beyond. And then he screams for 5 minutes and gets bigger hair. Like, it is essentially the craziest self-parody version of Dragon Ball Z could possibly be, and it's part of the plot. It's why it's so hard to take Super Saiyan 3 seriously, at least for me, because it's just so, like, just think about that. Like, if you tell anybody else what Dragon Ball Z is, you show them that scene, that is essentially Dragon Ball Z, if all you think about it is, the superficial parts about people screaming and getting big hair. It's so ridiculous. It's also cool, but it's also ridiculous. Like, I think there are things that I find more cool in Dragon Ball Z because they have a bit more context and they're a bit more foreshadowed and a bit more whatevers. But listen, people like Super Saiyan 3, so everyone can have their fun. let's keep going. Also, remember, anime filler. They need to drag it out.
I feel that. I taste that.
What's that smell?
By the way, naked Goku! Good job, Moscow. I'm glad. Good job, Lawrence.
This is a Super D Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just going to call those Super Saiyan 1, 2,
2 and 3.
Okay, that's boring.
Very boring. We fight now?
Sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that, yeah. Yeah, like that's about what you would expect Team 4 Star doing with Super Saiyan 3. Kind of, like, it's almost like I almost wish that they just lingered on Super Saiyan 3 for longer. It's almost like I'm just so used to that sort of pacing that when it's like, we're doing this a little bit faster, I'm almost like, no, that's not right. You can't make Super Saiyan 3 fast. That goes against the entire point of the anime. Let's keep going. He's from a different time. What is this going to be? More racism jokes?
Hey, Shin? I think your grandpa's here.
Excuse me, sir. Who are you? What, are your eyeballs for show? Peep the suit, kiddo. I'm a Kaioshin. Kaio what?
Okay.
The sea sword. Before I...
Wait. Did he say this? Interesting.
Kaio what?
Kaioshin, Kaio what? Now that's a good callback.
But how? And why were you in the sea sword?
Interesting. She sword, Z sword, Zeta sword. I have heard so many translations of that thing. But it's fine, it's just a plot device. We don't need to worry about it.
Before I answer that, can anyone here pop my back? I spent 75 million years sealed away in that son of a bitch. All because of that bingus named B. Wait a second. Who are they? Them? They're from the mortal realm. Oh my! What are Mortys doing on our planet? Oh no.
Oh, here we go. Okay, interesting. It's there is an ad roll, mid-roll ad roll. Okay, that's a lot to think about. That that's something like a. By the way, can you crack my back? I've spent 75 million years in there. Like that is the kind of thing that that's the kind of dialogue that honestly I feel like they would have put in there in any sort of situation. Like it's that is the kind of thing you normally do. Also, the Morty's joke being some kind of slur for mortals or something, and that is a good joke. Also, are they going to use that for Zamasu? They are totally going to use that for Zamasu. Is this going to be the Zero Mortys plan? I am thinking too far ahead, but it's almost like a joke because in Dragon Ball Super, Zamasu says Ningen a lot, which translates into mortal / human, and it became a meme. Because I'm honestly not even sure. It just became a meme of Zamasu saying Ningen. And I'm like, if they basically say, it's like, like the equivalent here, Ningen is basically just like Morty. I'm thinking too far ahead. Anyway, let's skip this Grammarly ad. Of course you have purple hair and pronouns. Okay, I already know the joke just by the title. It's a fair enough joke, you know what? Also, because, think in mind, the other thing that uses fusion a lot is Steven Universe, and that is a show that is all about pronouns. Also, hey, Trunks is lazy, I hear. This is also Kai music.
Look, it finally worked! They fused into... Actually, what do we call you?
You can call me the miraculous Trunk! Go! Okay, which one am I going with? Well, I mean, Trunkton sounds weird, but Gotenks is like all Goten and a little Trunks. And I
how this stacks. But yeah, it does sound better. Okay, then I'm going with Gotenks. But I owe me later. Yeah.
Hold on. Do we use he, him, or they, them?
Why? He's not non-binary. Well, definitely not. There's two of them in there.
No, yeah, that's kind of my point.
You kids and your pronouns.
You can just say I'm him, cause I'm about to bust a boo. Later!
Drunken, wait!
All I'm saying is back in my day, a hole was a hole.
Gross.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a good joke. It's a fair joke. It's the joke you should make, honestly. Especially nowadays. It's like, yeah, if you're two dudes, are you a him or are you a them? I think Gotenks probably sounds less stupid in Japanese just because it's like, in Japanese, you know, their names are very phonetic. So, like, it's not really like you're just, like, every syllable, you know, like, a syllable is the same, like, every syllable is a letter. So if you just take syllables from Goten and syllables from Trunks and put it together, it's not really like, it's more equal distribution of the name. Now that is some real nerd shit that nobody else cares about. So let's keep going. Ooh, nice.
So hungry. Boo, eat doggy.
No, Boo! We do not eat dogs.
Boo confused. If humans eat cows and pigs, why do we eat dogs?
Because they're cute, domesticated, and functional.
So say reason Boo not eat you.
Yes?
Then Boo want DoorDash.
Oh, come on. Overpriced.
Uber Eats.
That's worse.
Postmates.
They're all bad, Boo!
Then Boo eat driver.
Just don't eat people no more. Use your magic and turn rocks into food.
Satan is genius. No eat people no more. Eat rocks instead.
Wait a second. Did I just save humanity? I did! I saved the world! Everything's gonna be...
Yeah, basically.
fucked.
See, that's actually the thing. That's an interesting thing that, in a way, that was essentially canon. Like that was basically the scene. Like, I think that's essentially one of the reasons as to why, like, they say they have trouble with bridging the Boo Saga, because, like, that is canon. Like, you can't make that funnier. That's already the scene, essentially. So, it's, yeah. I thought they were gonna go with something about Boo eating rocks, but you know what? Maybe that is set up for a future joke. I don't know. Ghostbusters. Are they going to make a Ghost Napper reference? They might. But they also might not because they hate the Ghost Napper jokes because they overuse them. So, I'm very curious.
Super Ghost Kamikaze attack!
What is this song? This is another remix. There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Kids, how's it hanging?
What are you doing here?
Yeah, so I was having a stroke in my trailer and it did not end well.
Oh no.
Condolences?
It's my fault. Shouldn't have made that extra notch in the belt.
I don't get it.
Ask Trunks' dad.
But he's dead.
What am I doing here? Oh no.
But Jack!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. No, I mean, not about the fact that they Ghost Snapper is there because Snapper actually dies, but I mean, heck, you could have just had Ghost Snapper there because Boo had killed every human on Earth at that point. So Napper would have been dead anyway. You didn't even have to make the joke about the heart attack. But so this scene, I am curious for two reasons. One, in like with the context of the story, Ultimate Gohan just kind of shows up out of nowhere and doesn't really contribute anything or do anything, and his new attitude doesn't lead to anything either. So it's kind of like you could write any justification for it. I mean, Dragon Ball Super already was kind of like, we are going to retcon this whole scene into saying it was a mistake and you never should have done it. So I wonder what they're going to do with that. 2, there is a meme. There is a meme of this scene because of something that Steve Simmons wrote. If they do it, I am going to flip out. If they don't, it's fine. I wonder, I mean, because I'm sure Kaiser knows the meme. Maybe Lanny and Tucker and everyone else probably don't, because they don't watch Dragon Ball Z with subtitles. But if you watch Dragon Ball Z with subtitles, you know the meme. It's a meme that would get me demonetized. So let's go. Of course. Yeah, we need the remix of the Gohan theme. It's nice though. I like all the piano. It actually kind of sounds like the Super Saiyan 3 theme. The chords are similar.
Oh, what's wrong, little boy? Do you need an adult?
No. I am an adult.
You're not... I mean, okay. I mean, you know what? That's a fair... It's a call... They did a callback to that joke instead of... Instead of the Steve Simmons joke, subtitle joke. But, it's weird because, like, is this, like, also a joke about, like, because he's not an adult. He's 16 in that scene. 17, you could argue, with, like, time chamber shenanigans. Maybe he's 17. But, like, he's still not an adult there. Is this just because that, yeah, in, like, the video games, they consider this Gohan adult, even though he's not? Like, is that the joke? Like, I mean, because if you think about it, that's kind of a joke. I think that's a good joke, you know? Because, like fighters, if anything, like, Dragon Ball Super has kind of essentially done something good in that, like, in fighters, they have Ultimate Gohan as Gohan adult, and it's okay because they use things from Dragon Ball Super there, and there he is an adult. So there it's fine. I'm thinking way too hard about this, and of course it's about Gohan. So, I guess that's all we're gonna get from Ultimate Gohan because, oh no, I think he might be in this scene as well, but, let's see what we have. Oh, this is nice music. Is this also, is this a Boo theme?
The voices of those you failed to save.
Oh god.
They can see what he sees.
Oh Jesus. Oh, okay. Well.
What's going on? Was I an egg? Where am I?
DoorDash for Mr. Ba?
Oops, ignore that one.
Okay, that's a. They should have done that in canon. They really should have. That would have been cool. I mean, it serves no purpose, really, but because that scene is basically just a waste of everybody's time until we get to this part, essentially. I don't think Figurat is such a bad name. I don't know why everyone rails against it. I think it sounds fine. Is it just because, like, once again, we're getting back to the whole, like, Japanese syllables are characters. So when you mix the characters' names together, you mix the syllables instead of the actual, like, letters. And that's why it's Vegito instead of, Vegirat. Because it's Kakaroto, because you can't just end in a T. You have to end in a T-O, like a T syllable. Anyway, that's the whole story behind Vegito. I wonder what they have to say.
Oh.
Fun facts with Gabby.
Good, another fusion. So what are you then?
We are a warrior, born of the Patara. A combination of Vegeta and Go Karat. Huh, that was weird. Can't we say go?
Are you alright?
Sir, we are talking to ourselves. Vegeta and Go. Vegeta and Go! Whatever! You can just call us Vegito. And son, go fuck yourself!
Are we going to...
Sir, we will fight you in a minute.
Ah, that's nice. Okay, that's a good explanation. It's like, no, it's not any combination of Goku or Kakarot at all is just Vegeta-ish, and a slightly different variant of Vegeta, because Vegeta in Goku's head cannot bring himself to say Goku. Okay, I like that explanation. I also like the sir. What did he say?
Sir, we will fight you in a minute.
We will fight you in a minute, which is a Goku. It is very much a Goku line because he is part Goku. Interesting that that's the only Vegito, though. I mean, Vegeta only is there for like 2 episodes, but still, I guess that's it.
So he's definitely still stronger than the both of us, right?
And almost as dumb.
Got any ideas?
Well, your oldest brat's still stronger, so where's he?
On Earth. So, Dad.
What? Then who did you grab? Hey.
You kidding me, Kakarot?
I had to grab Dende, come on.
The magic man I get, but why that oaf?
You know, I can hear you.
I hope you can.
Look, I panicked and I grabbed the Dragon Balls, okay?
Oh,
Wow.
That's how you see me.
Wow.
Great, we have Dragon Balls. Now we just have to live long enough to use them.
Oh, come on. I'm sure we'll be...
That was a nice transition, I will say.
I'll see you for more than your balls.
Your daughter's a man-stealing whore.
Just like her mother.
Wait, is he saying like the spirit bomb works in the movies? That's a good joke, because yeah, it never works in the show. They decided to make it work as like, you know what? Fair enough. It's the end of this show. Might as well make it work one time. And it worked in the movies. It's a good joke. It's a good joke. And yes, this whole scene, the whole fight could have been alleviated if like it is, at the end of the day, everything comes down to some of the most contrived contrivances. Like, oh no, Boo was gonna blow up the planet. Oh no, I can't reach Gohan or Gotenks in time. Oh no, whoops. Well, they're dead, so we can't use them now. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I honestly don't hate the Boo saga, but yeah, when you think about this stuff from a storytelling perspective, the whole thing is just a total mess. But I mean, you can argue that for a lot of Dragon Ball.
Vegeta, I think I got an idea.
Is it you should have saved your son?
No, I think I have a plan to beat Boo.
Hit him really hard.
Saving your son?
Listen.
Wow.
I'm gonna use the Spirit Bomb.
No.
Why? Give me one reason.
I'll give you 3. You used it on me, didn't work. You used it on Frieza, didn't work. And you didn't even bother using it on Cell.
Well, yeah, because I knew it wouldn't work.
That's...
Well, this time, though.
He's got to...
But if this doesn't work, I will kill you.
If this doesn't work, Boo will kill you.
And I will drag you to hell with me.
Deal.
It is a very good point. He didn't use the Genki Dama against Cell. Almost like at this point he knew it was unreliable, but don't worry, when we get to the Boo Saga, it's a nice ending, so it'll work this time. I swear.
Guys, I need more energy. Someone talk to him. I'm busy bombing.
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, okay.
People of Earth. What the fuck? Put down your trash food, turn off your shit television, and get on with it! Matter for once in your meaningless, little, insignificant, worthless human lives!
You know what? Screw this. I'm taking my energy back.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Vegeta, stop the cheating!
You're making it worse!
Don't you verb me!
You're doing it all wrong. Let me take a swing at this.
You think you can give a better speech than royalty?
Please, I've been conning these suckers for years. Oh, wait, they didn't hear that, did they?
No.
Good. Gotta keep that gas lit.
All right, Mike's hot.
People of Earth!
Wait, is that Mr. Satan?
Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Of course.
I swear to God, I'd let that planet burn if it wasn't where I kept all my stuff.
What about your wife and kids?
I said
My stuff, yep.
Hey, problem. It's still not enough.
Hey, you should probably, you know.
Oh, all right. But only one hand.
Holy shit!
Okay. And I guess that's the end of the ruse. Like, wow, the whole thing is just an epilogue. That's a oh no, there's another. I think that's another. There's 2 scenes there. But that's okay. That's yeah, like once again, that is essentially how it goes. Essentially in canon, there's not as many like throwbacks, and I guess yeah, having Mr. Popo like, oh yes, me, the immortal overlord being Lord Popo. It's my energy that matters this time. So like, it's fair enough. It's a fair enough. I could imagine if this was actually Abridged, they would do like throwbacks after throwbacks after callbacks after callbacks. So it would, in that situation, having Popo be like the final thing would have been really cool. But this is fine too. So super. So I guess so. Yeah, I saw some. I heard this one was like they. So it's like they do the epilogue and then it's just like talking about Dragon Ball Super because obviously that happens in between this short and that short. So they're probably going to be bashing on it too, but...
Oh my, it's been so long. 10 years, right?
What are you talking about? I saw you barely over a year ago because of that Black Frieza nonsense.
Oh, right. Remember when I was black? That was weird.
I dyed my hair for a bit.
And I stopped looking exactly like my dad.
Was that before or after we met Broly?
Which one?
The good one.
Oh, after.
Huh, whatever happened to Beerus?
I think he's napping again.
And then there was Jiren. Remember Jiren?
So did you guys ever beat Frieza?
Probably. Take Pan to our first world tournament before GT ruins her.
But basically, yeah, okay. I do remember that somebody said that they had a Jiren Jag and a Jiren Jag. A Jiren gag. I think Jiren was good. I think he was thematically appropriate. I think people who call him boring are overreacting just a little, but whatever. I mean, I was thinking about this today of what history is going to remember Super by. That being said, they have a surprising amount of confidence that the Black Frieza thing is going to actually lead to somewhere. I guess the manga has to do something. It's not like it's going to end, but I have absolutely no goddamn clue why they even did the Black Frieza thing there. Especially when they knew that after that they were going to go straight to a movie recap that was going to take a year. So it's a weird thing. I guess they have more faith that it's going to mean something than I do. But yeah, it is a weird situation because Super kind of happened and we don't really talk about it, and because it happened, but it doesn't really affect what happens here. So just don't think about it too much. I kind of wish they did more with the joke about man, remember when I was black? But the dub already did the joke. You can't do better than that. So I guess this is the last one, or
So
no? There's another one after
only
that.
Here because your family's poor and you need the money?
Yes, I spent all our remaining money on a plane ticket here. Please let me win or we are literally going to die.
I wonder who
My
did
plan
this.
is I need to abandon my life at home and spend the next couple of years training you how to punch well good.
My mother has not eaten in days.
Bulma?
Already on it. They will never know hardship again.
Man, I'm glad all the people with money use it for good. Gohan, Chi-Chi, I know this is probably tough to hear, but...
Oh no, it's cool.
Have fun.
Really?
Of course, we've had you home for a decade now.
If anything, a little much.
Well, you heard him. Come on, Boo.
Boob.
Boob.
Yeah. Sorry. I was like, the fact that it literally jumps into Dan Dan Kokoro, and then why did they end it like that? Is that still part of the same short? No, it's not. Okay, I almost wish they'd stayed on that just for a little bit longer. But yeah, it's like, oh yeah, that's the end, and then next chronologically is GT. But before we actually get to that, let's just quickly abruptly stop that because we don't really want to do GT question mark. So what do they do now? What's the last segment? Is it just like deleted alternate scenes? Okay, that's cool.
Okay, we get a little spicier?
Why is the footage? Wait. Wait. Is the footage different because they cleaned up the footage for this, and that's why everything looks? No, because they used brew. I don't know. I can't remember how they did it, but I think like they cleaned up the footage a bit, and then this is the uncleaned version of it, which is the kind of stuff the Kaiser would normally use. But it zoomed in a lot, so that's weird.
I'm sorry. What does that M stand for again?
Mine. Yes, this is it. The fight I've been waiting for all these years. Exactly what I expect from you, Kakarot.
Daddy shark.
Yeah, basically.
This is farewell. Bulma, Trunks, and even you, best buddy. Nope, still hate it.
No! Vegeta!
Wait, I'm surprised that it's showing the whole scene. Isn't this the same as?
And so,
oh,
the narrator came back to tell you that Vegeta fucking died.
yeah. That would have been very cool if they brought back the narrator. Is that also like the deep cut of like, because they give like Vegeta a whole epitaph in one of the manga chapters covers, which it's like when the narrator suddenly shows up to show everybody that Vegeta starts crying because he knows fear for the first time when he's fighting Frieza, and it's so random and out of place if you really think about it. That would be a cool joke. Obviously, they don't do that, but
Speaking of, have you met Mr. Popo?
Hi.
Oh my god, are you allowed?
Oh, I like this one.
Oh my god, just steal all my men, why don't you?
Traces of those you failed to save. Go on. Make me
Why
feel
didn't-
what he sees. I
Why-
can feel what he feels.
why don't you?
What's going on? Was I an egg? Where am I?
Oh my god, where am I? Am I inside Majin Buu? Oh, this is so weird. Oh, hey, Gohan! How's it hanging,
Oh yeah, right.
Oh wow, he is choking the shit out of you. Goddamn. You know who I bet could help us right now? D-Grade Saiyan Man! Oh, I'm sorry, it's a terrible joke. Oh, don't worry though, Boo. He knows I love him. Gohan, you know I...
Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, Moscow X. Yep. Ryan Palmer. Interesting. Don't know who that is. Katie Johnson. Don't know who that is either. But you know what? That's fine, I guess. Simon Robertson. Interesting. I don't know who that is either. But everyone else is Tom Stalk. Gianni Montegrano, Justice Washington, Elsie Love. Wow, there's so many people I've never met before, but obviously they're friends, I guess. Oh, yeah, grand as fuck this guy. Great. Yeah, okay, yeah. So voice directors, interesting. So okay, yeah, color correction. So yeah, so AJ and once, well, I actually don't know how you pronounce his name. Okay, because I knew. All right, so AJ did color correction and Bwanson, because I know they did that. Yeah, because they did that for Mark's video, because AJ is like part of Mark's team. I guess Bwanson's also, and like they're all in the same, like they're all in AJ's Discord server, so like I know them, at least like of them. And then Trev is also in a Discord server, and Stephen Krozak obviously did stuff, and obviously iTunes did the music, all of it, all of them. Dick, Mac McBell, the entire time you might not. No, blah 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 blah. Sorry, I should actually read this. I don't know who. Wait, who was Mark? Oh, Mark Fitzpatrick. I guess is totally not Mark. So wait, he is Mark. Then why is that his username? I don't watch his videos. Thanks for providing us an opportunity to take one more swing at the series we love and for helping it look great. Thank you everyone in our audience who enjoyed these bits and for sticking with us for 15 whole years. We hope we can continue to entertain you for many more years to come. All right, I guess that's it. Ah, that's not. Yeah, okay. That's all off. That's just yeah. It is definitely a situation where I really do wish that they like it doesn't exactly explain why you can't abridge the Bruce saga, or if anything it shows that you totally can still abridge the Bruce saga. There's a lot of jokes. Maybe in a way it's like it's better suited for like a situation where it is just like just more gags, just more random jokes in just like these like out of context jokes that they would put in, but not necessarily something that makes a whole continuous series because there are parts that like they can't really joke about or they wouldn't be able to find good jokes. I don't know. Like obviously everybody sounds so entitled and selfish when they say, "Oh, I want them to do the Boo Saga." But if anything, all this did is show me that you can. The Boo Saga is something you can do. You can abridge. It would be really great. So, I guess it is just that's just the way things go, and I guess that's just sort of it. But at least we know that they are not allergic to doing anything like this, and I'm sure based on the reaction to this, things might they might it might change on things they might choose to do and choose to not do, and who knows. But either way, that's the DBZA Boo Saga essentially. It's very nice. I think I enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. It's nice to know, even though it's been so many years, I think Team 4 Star still. I think the jokes are still actually very good. Like, I thought, like, oh, is it going to be a situation where we've all kind of aged a bit and, like, now things aren't going to be as funny? And maybe it's not as funny, but I definitely still enjoy all the stupid deep cuts, all those stupid references, because it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So I'm very honestly, I am glad they did it, and it's nice that Mark, managed to make this idea happen, and maybe the other guys helped with the make. I don't know, maybe hopefully they made the footage a bit easier to work with as well. I guess after this, now that I've done this, I can definitely look at all the behind the scenes of whatever this is and understand the context a bit more and maybe look at the TFS reactions. I was thinking about doing a reaction to the TFS reactions, but then that seems like, reacception kind of thing. At the very least, that wouldn't be on YouTube. I'd probably just do that on Twitch just because I feel like it. So, this is, yeah, no, this is, it's a nice piece of almost nostalgia, but also just, things, not everything is even though things have changed, some things that are good are still good. And I still think Team 4 Star are great, and I hope that I wish them all the best in all of the endeavors that they choose to do. Even if I don't necessarily always watch all of them, or I hold off on watching them until like 2 years later where I can make a whole compilation about it. But, I hope that they're all doing well, and I really enjoyed this, so I'm glad. So, I don't know what I'll do next, but, if there's anything interesting, it'll be here.